Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming full moon, which is going to be taking place on July 13th. So now friends, this full moon actually holds a lot of importance and significance in our Sanatan Dharma, because this Purnima is also celebrated as the Guru Purnima, like a full moon day where we show our affection, our devotion towards our gurus, towards our mentors, towards our teachers. So friends, definitely this is going to be an elaborative video where we will try to understand the astronomical significance, spiritual significance, and also how you could shower your devotion towards your guru basis your customized moon sign. So that is something which we will try to understand in this video. So now friends, to begin with, like the way we say this thing, that we have so many full moons in the year, but just because this is going to be the immediate first full moon after the summer solstice, so because of which this day tend to remain the brightest full moon, like the way we say this thing, that the time of the Shivratri, the new moon, which is celebrated as the darkest night. So in a way, for anything to do with the religious or spiritual austerities, this full moon is considered as very auspicious. Now, why there is so much of the holiness which has been attached with this day? So now friends, if you will go by the scriptures mention, so Ved Vyasa, like the compiler of the 4 Vedas, was born on this day. This is also the same day when Lord Shiva imparted the knowledge of the yoga to all the Saptarishis. So not only in the Hindu traditions, but also amongst the Buddhist and the Jain communities as well, this day hold a lot of significance. And also friends, like the way I mentioned this thing, that the name Guru in itself means, like if you are going to divide the word Guru in 2 parts, so Gu, which means darkness, and Ru, which means dispeller of the darkness. And trust me friends, when we talk about in the spiritual path, like definitely you can acquire all the knowledge of astrology from the books, from these kind of tutorial videos. But when we talk about the Guru Shishya Parampara, which right now as well in India, in so many communities and tradition, is a very big thing. Like getting that divine blessings and grace from your guru can actually elevate your journey on the spiritual path. Like friends, if I were to share my own experience, like I will be very honest with you guys, I see Lord Shiva as my Isht Devta. But when I talk about my actual guru, so ever since like Lord Hanuman and the grace of Lord Hanuman has entered in my life, it has actually shown me a lot of direction in the life. Like trust me, I have got good faith and respect for all the religions, for people with elevated spiritual stature and knowledge and wisdom, but specifically like for me, it's the Lord Hanuman and the Hanuman Chalisa, which I actually see as my guru, which has always guided me in any time of need or whensoever I have lacked guidance or motivation in my life. But friends, if I were to share my, like there is one experience which I had, like I still remember posting that on the community section of my YouTube channel. So I will just share that brief experience of mine, because a lot many people, I'm very much sure, are going to have similar kind of experiences as well. If you are very much devoted, dedicated, and your spiritual elevation and your spiritual austerity is your utmost priority, like unless and until you are not gonna put it on the top of your priority list, the universe will not communicate with you. Universe will not facilitate or ease out your path towards the true wisdom, true light, true knowledge. So now friends, I still remember like when I was in India, I used to see lot many cars, and behind them there is a word like Guruji written in all of those cars. So once I remember, like it was the time of the Hindu holy month of Shravan. So I visited one of the place, a shop where I can buy all the puja samagri and the materials and all of that for that Rudra Abhishek, which we have to organize at the home. So when I went there, so I saw the photo of the same person, Guruji, over there at that shop. So I just inquired that person that, who is this person? So he said he's Guruji. So I said, oh, I don't believe in any guru, but I have strong faith in Lord Shiva only. So he said, no, he is Lord Shiva himself. So I said, okay. So then he started convincing me that if you will go there, you will actually feel that positive light over there. I said like, okay. So after that, like we got all the stuff from that shop. And the day when we had organized the Rudra Abhishek Puja, that took place, that happened successfully. And afterwards, I like I asked my sister, like, do you want to go with me? She says, like, I'm already so tired, I was helping with all the prasadam and everything, so I might not be able to accompany you. Then I asked one of my friend, because it was a very far away place, like going all over there, I do not know how to do the darshan, whether I have to take something with me or not, whether I have to take an appointment, or how it operates over there. So my friend also denied. Then I said, okay, if it is meant for me, so the energy or that power is going to call me by itself. You would not believe, that was, I guess, Friday or Saturday. So, and because I used to work with an ad agency and I was supposed to start from Monday, and I still remember during that time the account on which I was working, we do not I did not have like lot of work during that time. I used to have a lot of free hours as well. So that day, in the evening, same day, after getting that puja done, I called my friend and we went to a nearby mall. I guess it was a prominent mall in Vasant Kunj, because I was from Delhi. So after, like, when we went there, and it was very close to closing hours, so they were just like vacating the mall. It was like about to shut down. So I just saw one book shop, and I was not a very avid reader during that time. I still remember during my MBA days and all of that. So somehow that thought come to my mind that these days there's not much of the workload and pressure. Let me buy a storybook or a novel or something like that. My friend also said this thing to me, that how come this sudden urge came to you? You're not a typical book reader types. I was like, I don't know from where it came. So we went there, the shop was shutting down. Everyone was like, even the shopkeeper and everyone was like pushing everyone out of the store. And suddenly I like, which book shall I pick? Which book shall I pick? I saw just one book with, in the cover of the book, there was a kind of a shape which looked similar like a Shivlinga, and a head of a bald person, and it has been made in a shape of a Shivlinga. Book just called me towards itself. I reached that book, I picked that up, I paid for it, and I remember on Monday, because I put it in my backpack, I was like, when I will be at work during the lunch hours, I will think about reading it, or then I will start reading it. And on Monday, or when I was there at my workplace, it was the interval lunch hours, when I started reading that book, I got to know that it was one of the follower of Guruji, and that lady, she was going through some ordeal in her life, and during that time, some of her friend, she connected her with that place, and that was her journey with coming in touch with Guruji and that ashram. So this is a small story, friends, which I wanted to share, that if you are actually very serious on that path, so all these divine and transcendental wisdom and energy is something, if your intentions are honest and you are prepared for that journey and right time has come, then trust me, the energies from the opposite end will definitely communicate with you. And all these things can only happen through the grace of the Guru in your life. So okay friends, now talking about other astrological confluence which is going to be taking place on the same day, because as you know that friends, if there is a major planetary shift which is going to be taking place in these sort of combined alignments, it actually give rise to, like, if you are going to align your energies in a right direction, like doing japa, meditation, doing donations, following the proper remedies, trust me, you can actually create or make a difference. Because friends, this is going to be at the same time when Saturn is going to be turning retrograde. This is going to be around the same time when Venus is going to be entering the sign of Gemini. And over and above that friends, this full moon is going to be taking place in the Uttara Nakshatra. And trust me, Uttara Nakshatra has got lot of connotation and attention given towards the undefeatable, unconquerable, invincible victory. So when we talk about remaining successful in all of your pursuit, because Vishwa Devas and Lord Ganesha are chiefly connected with the energy of this Uttara Nakshatra. And like when we talk about the Muhurta, so all the auspicious activities and the type of activities are also decided on the basis of the nature of that specific nakshatra as well. So Uttara represents very fixed, permanent kind of energy. So trust me, if you are going to sow the seeds of devotion, religious austerities, making donation or doing japa, or whomsoever your guru is, like following the teachings of your guru, or if that is possible for you, to pray in front of the photograph of your guru or visiting the ashram of your guru. So I would say that this is going to be one of the way via which you can actually show your devotion and your affection towards your guru. And also friends, like when we talk about the remedial perspective, so definitely friends, from the guru perspective, like Jupiter is ultimately considered as the true guru, and Jupiter during this year is in a very strong dignity. Trust me, I always say this thing, for your material success, for the gifts and the blessings, Jupiter in the Sagittarius might be very positive energy where your luck actually support you. But when we talk about anything to do with the spiritual conscious awareness, elevation, mantra, siddhi, sadhana, progressing in that path, like remaining successful in the pursuit of that true light, truth, I would say there couldn't be any better energy than the influence of Jupiter in the Pisces sign. And over and above that, because Neptune is also conjunct with Jupiter, so energy is very ripe, is very promising for any sort of devotional measure followed on this day. So now friends, like the way I was telling you about that, here we are talking about Purnima, like a full moon, where moon actually gain lot of attention. So moon, which represents, or the significating elements with moon could be milk, could be rice, and Jupiter, which is connected with turmeric or with saffron. So taking a turmeric milk on this day, or like having or donating like turmeric or yellow rice on this day to the needy people can actually be seen as a very auspicious way of celebrating this Guru Purnima, basis your belief, basis whomsoever you see as your true guiding light or your guru in your life. So okay friends, this is something which I wanted to say in general about my take on the Guru Purnima. Like the way I always say this thing, I am still on a very bottom end of my journey on this spiritual discourse. I do have good knowledge. By the grace of the gods, I am still learning on this path of astrology. But because whenever I keep on seeing different kind of alignments in people's chart and the kind of participation I see in the comment section, so I actually get so much fascinated, and I feel so grateful and thankful that people who have got so much great and good knowledge, even better than me, they are connected with me in my community and they listen to me. So I feel very grateful, very thankful. But trust me friends, it is a very holy and very auspicious day for showing your devotion, and with other contributing factors as well. So like for a normal person, this could be a Guru Purnima which holds a lot of importance, which is the same pattern for every year. But just because we are the followers of astrology, and if you will include the contribution coming in from other planets as well, so Jupiter's strong dignity during this year of Guru Purnima is definitely going to be creating some additional thrust or giving some additional weightage or importance to this Guru Purnima of this year of 2022. So okay friends, now if you want to understand the customized results, I would say that more than the ascendant, try to follow it from your moon sign. So now friends, for the Aries people, definitely friends, this Guru Purnima is going to be influencing the areas of your 9th house and the 3rd house axis. So trust me friends, although it is equally important for everyone, but because in your case it's the 9th house energy which is coming into the forefront, and just because Jupiter is already blessing you, the feet of the Guru is right over there in your 12th house, where right now currently Jupiter and Neptune are transiting. So I would say friends that in your case specifically, any sort of religious austerity becomes very important. I do not want to force you, but I would say that if you can spare time to visit a place of like temple or place of worship basis your religion, I would say that that is going to be a very right way of showing your devotion towards the higher powers. So I would say that, like, because the main importance on this day we attach to the gurus, and even more than the gods in our Sanatan Dharma, it's the Guru who has given more weightage, more importance, because it's the Guru only which shows you the path towards the God. So I would say that apart from your connection or establishing a connection or showing your devotion towards your Guru, but also because the 9th house energy is coming in the forefront, like visiting the place of worship basis your belief, your religion, will definitely create some very positive energy for all the Aries people. Now friends, for all the Taurus people, so now friends, in your case, this is going to be creating very alchemist, very esoteric, very spiritually governed energy in your case, because friends, like Saturn is the significator of the Adhyatma, and when we talk about 8th house specifically, it is a very esoteric, it's a very house very much dedicated, devoted towards like unraveling the secrets of the universe, understanding the secret functioning of the universe. So I would say that if your mindset is very much kind of driven towards all those energies, all those areas of the life or the functioning of the universe, so meditating on this day can actually create some very positive energy for you guys. And also friends, like the way I already mentioned this thing, that if you're already going through some sort of perplexing situations in your life, like all those mysteries which you're not able to solve in your life whatsoever, it is happening the way it is happening in your life. So actually surrendering yourself to the gods, to the divine energy, asking for the solution and the guidance for all those unsolved problems of yours, because 8th house mystery is something which no matter how intelligent you are, you might not be able to understand it through a rational mind. You need to take a spiritual refuge, or you have to surrender to the higher powers. So that kind of approach can be best like suited for all the Taurus people, and I would say that donating the needy people on this day can actually elevate your consciousness. Now friends, for all the Gemini people, so now guys, in your case, moon is going to be influencing the matters of your 7th house, which can be seen as a very good sign, because friends, whenever we talk about the 7th house, it's not only your partner, your matrimonial life, your commercial activities, but also the masses, the public we generally see from the 7th house. So I would say friends that any sort of religious austerities, any sort of donation done on this day can actually bring some very positive energy. And also friends, like for any sort of religious austerities, I would say that participating in that event with your partner, if you are married, that is going to become more important for you. And I would say that if you're going through any of the hassles, any of the concerns pertaining to the matters of the 7th house, like for someone who is awaiting to get married, or any of the hassles on the account of your public image, or any of the concerns of your business and all of that, so surrendering yourself to the higher powers can actually give you right set of guidance. And I would also say friends that specifically friends, in your case, it's the 7th house energy which is coming in play. So doing some donations, charities on this day, and like if you can actually meditate on your Ishta Devta, and consuming the turmeric milk on this day can actually prove to be very beneficial for all the like Gemini people. Now for all the Cancer people, so now friends, in your case, it's the 12th house and the 6th house energy which is coming into picture. Now friends, the beauty of our Indian culture, or our like Indian and Hindu Sanatan Dharma, is that specifically in India, I do not know about the Indians living in abroad in other countries, but whenever we get to know that okay, one person within the community, within the group is organizing this puja or any sort of religious ceremony, trust me, you will not be able to realize how many people will be willing to do the voluntary work in order to support that cause. So like for any sort of service being put forth unconditionally on this day will actually bring very good karma. And I would say that friends, because 6th house in a way talks about the routines, so I would say no matter whether you have a guru in your life, but you are kind of bit flexible, wishy-washy in following the guidelines of your teacher, of your guru, but on this day strictly following all the guidelines will become very important. And also friends, doing any sort of charities and like donations, like specifically all those donations which I mentioned at the beginning of this video, like either consuming turmeric or like you know, saffron rice, or donating it to the needy people will definitely bring good positive light for all the Cancer people. Now friends, for all the Leo people, so guys, in your case, this full moon energy is going to be influencing the matters of your like 11th house and the 5th house axis, which can be seen as a very good sign. Because friends, if you will see over here, because whenever we talk about anything to do with the religious and spiritual austerities, like the devotion, the aspect of devotion is something which we strongly attribute or connect it with the energies of the 5th house. So definitely friends, in your case, like I would say that contemplate, meditate on the mantras on this day. Any of the mantra, if you have received that from your guru or whichever god you have strong faith in, so doing the religious and spiritual austerities, reading holy scriptures will become very important for you, specifically because whenever we talk about the Cancer or the Leo people, these are the people who strongly get influenced at the time of the eclipses or full moon or the new moon energy. And just because with this full moon there is only auspiciousness which is associated with it, so try to dip in this ocean of the holiness which will rise on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima. Now friends, for all the Virgo people, so now guys, in your case, just because the matters of your 4th house and your 10th house is going to get influenced, so definitely friends, deep inside, if you're already a very spiritually inclined person, so definitely all of the surge of devotion towards your guru, towards your Ish Devta will be overpowering, will be overflowing all over you. Second thing is that friends, in your case, it will become definitely more important for decorating your home, like cleaning your home, although this is something which you should all the time be doing, specifically on these kind of holy auspicious alignments. But I would say that consuming kheer on this day, organizing some puja on this day, and just meditating, contemplating on your guru's preaching on this day will become all time important for all the Virgo people. Now friends, for all the Libra people, so guys, in your case, just because your 3rd house energy and the 9th house energy is going to get involved, so now friends, I would say that if that is possible for you to visit any of the ashram of your guru or any sort of short trip taken towards any place of religious or spiritual significance on this day will become very important. And also friends, like whenever we talk about the Shram Dan, like offering your service unconditionally for any religious ceremony or gathering or all of that becomes very important, specifically whenever the energies of the 3rd house or the 6th house gets involved. So doing any sort of unconditional work, voluntary work, or doing japa on this day will bring some very positive light for all the Libra people. Now friends, for all the Scorpio guys, so now in your case, just because this like full moon energy is going to be influencing the areas of your 2nd house, so definitely friends, whenever we talk about the matters of your speech, we take into consideration 2nd house and also your finances. So in a way, doing any sort of charities or donation in the name of your faith, in the name of your guru will become very important. And also friends, monitor your diet on this day. I would say try not to get overly exaggerated or strained in any of the matters of the 2nd house, because for the spiritually inclined people, all these days tend to become very important. But all those people who are not very much governed with these spiritual priorities, they kind of find themselves in a state of agitation, confusion, behaving and feeling highly strung, because in a way friends, in your case, your 8th house and 2nd house energy is coming in picture. So try to side yourself towards the benefic side of this auspicious day. So any sort of japa, mantra recitation on this day, specifically if you have received any mantra from your guru, and over and above that, any sort of charities, donation done on this day can bring some very positive news for all these Scorpio people. Now friends, for all the Sagittarius people, so now guys, in your case, just because it is going to be taking place right over there in your 1st house, so definitely friends, the blessing is showering right over there in your 1st house, like the energy of your 1st house. So I would say friends that definitely like doing any sort of meditation, contemplating on your life, following the teachings of your guru, and somehow friends, like because whenever the 1st house energy comes into play, somehow our whole life comes into existence or comes into the influence, receiving the influence or receiving the grace. So I would say friends that this is definitely a very good energy for you guys. If you can visit any place of religious or spiritual significance, or specifically if you can get the darshan of your guru, if you have any guru in your life, the grace of guru in your life, so that is definitely going to put you in the right path. And overall, I'm just looking at blessings coming your way. So very positive news for all the Sagittarius guys. Now friends, for all the Capricorn people, so now guys, in your case, this is definitely going to be a highly like spiritually elevating energy. I would say that for you people, doing meditation on this day will become all time very important. I would say try to let go of all those things which have been bothering you. Like the way many times people say this thing, that whenever you have these kind of specific alignment, this is a cycle which got initiated from the last new moon. So I would say that if something is very critically or seriously bothering you, like any of the concern of not being able to forget, not being able to recover, or any of the concerns of the 12th house related trauma and all of that, so regarding that front, letting go of those things or surrendering all of your worries, your anxieties to your Ish Devta, to the grace of your Guru, can be seen as a very good energy. And also friends, for any sort of japa, meditation, or following the teachings of your Guru and remaining very much receptive towards the way energies are communicating with you, like are there any repetitive pattern of numbers which you are suddenly seeing, or any sort of in your dreams, in the state of the dreams, you are getting some sort of indications, some sort of pattern which is getting formed. So I would say give attention towards that. But in a nutshell friends, any sort of charities, any sort of meditation, japa on this day will bring some very positive energy for all the Capricorn people. Now friends, for all the Aquarians, so now guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that this energy is going to be influencing the matters of your 11th house. So definitely friends, because Aquarians in a way tend to remain very scientific, very humanitarian, and somehow very friendly, very socially active as well. So like specifically if you are a part of any community, because many people are associated with some big organizations as well. So actually organizing something, trying to gather everyone within your community, within like if you believe in any specific school of thought, so gathering or becoming a part of any collaborative, spiritually, religiously driven activity on this day will definitely elevate the level of your consciousness. And I would say friends that like for any of your goals or your plans or your wishes, if they have not been working out lately, so surrendering it to the holy feet of your Guru on this day and meditating on your Ish Devta will definitely give you the guidance, the kind of direction which you are lacking or which you desperately need at this hour. And lastly guys, for all the Pisces people, so now friends, just because in your case this full moon energy is going to be influencing the matters of your 10th house and your 4th house. So friends, like 10th house, which in a way tells about our actions in the society. So I would say that specifically on this day, try to keep all of your activities completely very much purified. Any sort of charities, donation done on this day, or visiting the place of religious or spiritual significance, like if that is possible, to get the darshan, in-person darshan of your Guru, if that is possible, that can also be seen as a very good way of channelizing the uplifting energies of this holy day, auspicious day. In general friends, I would say, and I would give more emphasis on monitoring your actions on this day and definitely surrendering your life, all of your actions to the teachings, guidance of your Guru. The grace of your Guru can be seen as one of the positive way of channelizing the energy on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima. So this is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming Guru Purnima for all the moon signs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.